Okay, it is Tuesday. We have, well, one of us has a cup of Joe.
Yeah,
It's the Wrestling Guild. We're going to talk about GFW Impact from the 5th of October. With me, I have Nick Fairplay Anderson. I'm just going to start tacking on.
like all those.
Yeah. And we have, there's going to be some noise going on in the background because they're testing the fire alarm in the offices today. But it's okay. I think some people are panicking because they don't know. But we'll see.
Yeah, but
There
was no information. But.
No, but I don't think they were supposed to do. They weren't supposed to do it yet.
Uh-huh.
They were going to start it later. So, we'll see. Anyway, how did you like this episode?
As a whole, I think it was really, really good. There was I think it was 2 matches that were really pretty long and there was a lot of action.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come to that later. But yeah, overall, I would say there was a lot of good matches. So I'm not going to hate that much on this one.
No, it was a good show. I think, Victory Road was a good show. This was a good show. The one thing that I'm kind of getting a little bit concerned about is that sometimes it feels like the show is a little bit stagnant. It's not going anywhere. And that's because obviously they've taped. I mean, we're going into, I think, the tail end of the tapings.
So yeah, there will be
for Bound for Glory. And the thing is, when you tape so far in advance, the stuff is less relevant. I mean, when you tape, I think if they tape like maybe a month worth of shows, like 4 episodes at a time, then you'd have more possibilities to bring in people, here and there instead of, because now you have to you bring in everybody for these show tapings, and you have to use them all. And what happens is you get a repeat of the same matches over and over again, and you don't bring in so many extra people because, like, say you have like DJZ, he can't because he's fully booked for that month, and then you won't see him for from basically up until Bound for Glory.
Yeah,
it's a problem. But if they'd had him a couple of months, like a month at a time, then maybe he would have shown up. Do you understand? I mean, and now like Andrew Everett, he was in this episode, and he hasn't been in the show for a long time. So what's he been doing? He's just been sitting around.
Yeah. Well, pretty much. I mean,
because this is the first match that he's done. Hopefully, maybe I don't know if they taped this towards the end. I don't know. It's just weird.
I get your point. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like Matt Sydow, for example.
He was in for like a little bit, but then so he's been maybe just taking it easy. I don't know.
No clue.
Anyway, so the show opens with a tribute to Las Vegas, obviously. The WWE did the same. I think there's a lot of sporting events that have done the same. Here, again, it becomes a little bit weird because it's only like a picture with a really kind of crude graphic, because they obviously edit that in afterwards. They don't have the tribute. The show, as the show airs, they can't.
Because it's taped. They didn't even know.
No, exactly. It's so far in advance. So, and they also have a tribute to Leon Russell, who was a famous commentator, wrestling figure in his day. Then we have recap of Drake versus Impact, and Drake comes to the ring.
yeah, he comes to the rings, starts talking, obviously, but he doesn't bitch that much. I mean, I think he's a good talker.
Yeah.
But he talks about like celebration. He's saying that Johnny Impact is gone, not coming back.
Well, also his fun thing is that he says that he went into Slamtown.
Oh yeah,
and opened up Eli Drake's Cakes. Yummy.
Eli.
Yeah,
Cake.
It was funny because obviously his catchphrase has always been "dummy." Yeah, that's what he said.
Yummy.
Yummy. Yeah, it was funny. I thought it was funny. It's intelligent. He said this title isn't going anywhere.
Yeah,
and now they're sending Drake to Japan.
That will be interesting because I think that he's going to get his ass kicked in Japan.
Yeah, but I think he'll come out the winner. I don't think they'll let him drop the title in Japan. I don't think you're going to have like a Japanese guy. Just like when he went to AAA, he wasn't going to lose to Bronze.
Because, he doesn't want to drop. Yeah,
I don't think he's going to drop the title to some Japanese guy on a show that isn't televised.
No.
We would have heard about it by now, too, because this would obviously have been taped during the... Yeah,
Smart.
This crowd starts chanting for Bram.
Yeah,
did you hear that? They were saying Bram.
Who is really Bram?
You know who Bram is. He was part of the DCC, the guy with the long hair and the beard. The DCC.
Crazy John, was it?
No, you had
DCC. Oh,
yeah,
Bram.
You have James Storm, you have Eddie Kingston, and you had Bram, the British guy. He got injured when in Italy, so he's been out of action. But he is in action now. I mean, he's okay. So they were calling for Bram.
But why?
Because they miss him, maybe.
Yeah, but DCC's gone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They wanted Bram. They wanted Bram.
But Eli sets up a match with Chris.
Yes, I got to say that I enjoyed the fact that that Eli Drake gave his own jacket, the Gravy Train.
Oh yeah, he gave his own. Like if that was Johnny.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's Ric Flair used to do that all the time. He used to take off his coat and then give it an elbow drop and stuff like that. So I think it was a tribute to Ric Flair. But Drake says that Adonis has a match and Garza Jr. comes out of all people. Now they're pushing Garza Jr., who's really only had one win before. I mean,
and he's always been in this tag team with his friend, and now he's going more to the solo.
I don't know where Laredo Kid is in all this, but anyway. So it's Chris Adonis versus Garza Jr. It's okay. I mean, they're two different styles, obviously.
That is true. That is definitely true. Garza could have done better. I've seen him do better.
Yeah, but I think this was basically... I don't know if you want to put that much energy into a match where it's going to get interrupted.
No.
Which is Johnny Impact comes in and...
Johnny Impact comes in and kicks Chris's ass.
well, that Drake is on commentary. That was kind of funny. He was.
Oh yeah, he swat. Yeah. He shaked. What's his name? The other commentator, the guy who bitches all the time.
Josh.
Josh. He shake Josh's hand, he doesn't shake.
He was like, no. Impact shows up in the back. Drake runs out. Garza misses a moonsault, and Impact runs into the ring and attacks Adonis. And because of that, Garza Jr. gets DQ'd. He loses the match because Impact interferes, and instead of attacking Garza, he attacks Adonis. Garza is obviously upset. Cornette comes out
being pissed.
Yeah, he's pissed, but he's always pissed. That's his state. He's pissed. He's always pissed.
He's never happy.
Yeah, he's never happy. And sets up a match between a number one contenders match between Impact and Garza.
The winner meets Drake.
Yeah. And then Impact attacks Garza, and then that's the whole thing. Garza and Impact. It's interesting there because you have two faces. Garza Jr. and Johnny Impact, and they're going at it, and they're going to face. I think that's going to be a good match. I think they're evenly matched. Obviously, Impact has is going to have the upper hand. Impact is more of a household name, and he's better. So, but
Garza is good.
Garza is good. We can agree. Everyone can agree on that. We have Moose, Lashley altercation. They kind of talk about that. And then Moose is hanging out the American Top Team.
Yeah. He actually wait. Is that when he goes to the actual place?
No, he's just sitting in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Waiting.
He's basically about to go into the place.
Yes.
And, he pretty much wants to destroy Moose.
Well, wouldn't you if Lashley kind of attacked you and stuff like that? Wouldn't you want to get some revenge?
I guess, yeah. I guess. So.
Or are you just gonna take it?
He's gonna take. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Moose is just waiting. We're gonna see more from that. Later.
Then we have a recap of OVE versus LAX. Promo from OVE, and LAX is in the clubhouse.
Not happy.
No,
not happy.
They're very upset.
Yeah, Conan
very sad,
really mad because they lost the title against OVE, and they're almost about to fight each other.
Yeah, I know.
That's how pissed they are.
Yeah.
So I definitely think we're going to see maybe a rematch between these two.
Yes, and they're gonna. Conan says that he's gonna fix it. He's gonna fix things, and I mean, I think it's fun. Low key, he is so good because he's just hanging out there in his tie.
He does. Yeah.
And he's not doing, but he's like, you can tell. I mean, he's good. I wish. I mean, he already left the company now. I mean, it's said that he's left the company. That's probably why we haven't seen him. But it feels like I wish they could kind of repair that role, and I would like to see him back after Bound for Glory. Like if it's just could be a temporary thing. I don't know, but for everything that I've heard, he's gone from Impact again, so I don't know. And then we have a squash match, jobber match, OVE versus Trey Miguel and John Boland.
Yeah, it was a cool match. All right, jobbers. I'll give them credit. I like the jobbers.
That one guy, I don't know which one is which, but I'm going to think that John Boland is the really big guy with the mohawk. Yeah. I mean, he's huge.
He is huge.
He's a monster.
And then, exactly. That's why I said I think the jobbers were all right for being jobbers, because always the jobbers just let the opponents just do what the fuck they want with them. But yeah, I was kind of happy with this match, and and OVE are getting better and better.
Well, I mean, I think they've actually, from what I understand, they've always been good. It's just that they haven't actually shown it that much. Yep. Then we have a little bit of a AAA versus GFW feud recap. That is what it is, and we'll get into that later. The one thing that I could say about this is that I feel like if we're going to have a AAA and GFW kind of invasion angle, I think they need to involve more people. There's like 3 GFW guys that care. One of them's in Japan, so there's 2 of them. And then you have 3 AAA guys. I mean,
really? Yeah, that is a really good point.
And maybe we will see more of it. But I think for an invasion angle, it's a little bit on the short side. I mean, Hitler didn't invade the Rhineland with 3 guys.
That is a really good point. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. It would be a lot better if they're gonna actually invade Impact, and it would bring more people than just 3. And then, like you say, Impact there's only 3 people that actually care.
Yeah, it's okay. Sienna has her knockouts address. She is a little sad too.
Yeah, bitches at Gail Kim pretty much. Yeah,
but she says upset that she doesn't have a match at Bound for Glory.
Oh yeah, that too.
She's the knockouts champion. She also says that she's going to be entered into the Hall of Fame. She just assumes because she doesn't have a match.
That's how she rolls. I mean,
and she's going to retire as the champ, basically. Gail comes out. What does she say?
Well, Gail, says that Sienna always talks, blah, 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 and that Gail Kim, I mean, if they would have a match, I mean, she really wants a title shot.
Yeah, she does want a title shot. Then Taryn Terrell comes out and says she wants a title shot, too.
And then you have Allie
comes out. She said, how do you, and says she deserves a title shot. How do you like that type where you're not used to it, but I'm used to it. I've seen it several times when people come out and they're just I want a title shot. No, I want a title shot. And I want a title shot. You know what that's setting up. Because it does. Kara Jarrett comes out and says it's going to be 4-way. 4-way for the title shot. I mean, what do you Do you like that when they just like, hey, my name is Ali and I want a title shot? I mean,
I don't know. I think it gets a bit confusing and too much when you have like 4 people or 3 people coming out and saying I want a title shot. I like altercations between 2 individuals. When you just have like the A side and the B side against each other. When you have like 3 or 4 people coming out, you kind of get confused at what they said and the other guy said.
Well, the thing is that Gail Kim has a legitimate claim because she lost the title, or she didn't. She had a title shot against Sienna. She lost it because of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Ali and Taryn haven't done anything to deserve a title shot.
That is major.
I mean, Taryn's only claim to a title shot was that she beat several years ago, beat Gail Kim and was longest reigning.
Remember 2005, the 1st of December. Yeah.
So
yeah, but that is a good point, really. The only one that really deserves one is Gail Kim. She has a good reason.
But now we're going to have a 4-way. It's a way to get more girls on the show, Bound for Glory. So that's good.
True.
We go to Grado and not versus, but Grado and Joseph Park photo shoot.
Yeah, photo shoot. Pretty much, we didn't get to see that much.
$100 per
well,
VIP treatment.
That was it, right? I mean, I don't really get. Grado got money from Joseph.
Well, Joseph Park is obviously his representative, so he collected all the money. But it looked like he got like a couple of 20s.
Yeah,
and he took. He's like, so that's going to be a thing. I think that's going to be like a feud going in, where probably. I mean, I did hear rumors that it's going to be Abyss versus Grado. But I don't know if that's true.
I could definitely see that because I think Grado is going to realize that Joseph Park is ripping off.
Yeah,
there could be an altercation there. But I don't know. I mean, Grado is always the clown, but I guess he could wrestle.
He can wrestle. Okay, next on the docket after Grado and Park, we have a trios match. Lee, Conley, and Everett. Everett coming back. There was a little clip on YouTube. This is the problem, though, because I wish somehow that Impact had, or GFW had, another show.
Okay.
That they could, because now, just like with Global Forge, and even with this match, there's so many things that are going on around that happened on YouTube. You have to watch it on YouTube. Because before the match, Impact had put up on YouTube, and I mean, I put it up on our page, on our Facebook page too, that where Trevor Lee and Conley were talking about a third member coming back to them. Because Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee were enemies.
Oh, yeah.
And now he came back. And the thing is that if you haven't watched the YouTube clip, then you're kind of wondering what the hell is Everett doing there.
But that's like
and I wish there was more. They could do more. But of course, then it means that if you have a second show, I wish they could make like Explosion, an American show that they showed like earlier in the week, like on Monday or something like that, or Tuesday, where they could have stuff like that, clips like that, instead collect those things, and that people would understand that, oh, they showed this on Explosion, that people would have to watch it.
Because now you don't even know why. Yeah, like you say, why is Andrew with Trevor and Caleb?
Yeah,
it doesn't. Yeah.
So I wish they could do more of that stuff. And right now we don't know what's going on with the GW, the Global Network, Wrestling Network.
No,
that would have been a thing. No words yet, so I'm kind of wondering what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I wish they could do more of that. They could have a couple of like jobber matches where you have some of the like where you could see. I mean, Explosion does have jobber matches, but not everybody watches Explosion. You can't see it everywhere. You know, you can see
that is a problem.
So,
but
yes, you have Lee Conley, Everett versus Dutt, Petey Williams, and Sydow. How did you like this?
Great teamwork from Sanjay Dutt's team, if I say it like that. And I think Sanjay killed it. Wow. And same goes for Peter. Wow.
Petey.
They're Canadian Destroyer.
The Canadian Destroyer.
They killed it. I loved it. I think Trevor Lee and the other team, they didn't do that good. Their teamwork wasn't.
Well, I mean, no, they're heels, and usually heels don't work very well together all the time, especially not when they're put together. But they're also, I mean, heels aren't supposed to do all those flashy moves. Those are supposed to be for the baby faces.
For the baby. Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, it was a good match. Little bit surprised that Sydow gets the win. He hits the shooting star press. After that, Dutt cuts a promo on Lee and says that he wants a rematch too. And they're doing the same thing as the women were doing. But Williams is just like, I want a match. And Sydow says, I also want a match. Everybody wants a match. Of course, they all want the X Division title.
But same goes here that Trevor Lee and Matt Sydow don't really have a solid reason.
Petey Williams, you mean?
Oh yeah.
No, or yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, Petey Williams and Trevor Lee has the title.
Oh yeah.
Petey Williams and Matt Sydow, they have challenged for the title and lost. And I guess Sanjay Dutt is owed a rematch of some kind. Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I would say that Sanjay Dutt only has the solid reason to actually get a rematch.
Well, nothing was resolved here.
No.
But we'll get into that later. Then there was like an ad or a little clip from Global Forged about the 6 men competing. We watched Global Forged, the actual, because this time there was more stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or if you go in on ImpactWrestling.com. So they kind of presented the 6 guys that were going to work for.
Yeah,
what did you think? What did you think?
I think it was good, but still, it was a little bit short.
I'm
hungry for more.
You're hungry for more Forged.
But I think it was cool. They actually showed like how much this like place means for them, how much wrestling actually means for them. People have like gone from all around the country, I mean all around the world to get to the actual to get to like where
the Can-Am Dojo in Toronto. And it'd be interesting. I'd like to see more, and hopefully we can probably see when they do the tapings, because after Bound for Glory they'll be doing tapings in Canada, and hopefully they can bring in some of those because those guys are in Canada and they can have some like exhibition matches or something. Hopefully, I don't know who I like the best. We've already seen the one guy, Hakeem Zayn. He teamed with Idris Abraham. At one point, we saw them wrestle together. He's very good. But we'll see. I think a program like this is good because it can give more sympathy and more depth to a character that you don't see. We don't really care about Mario Bokara, Falaba, Idris Abraham, or Hakeem Zayn because we just don't see them enough. We see them in matches where they lose, but we don't get to know anything more. We need more depth to care about them and for them to develop characters. And oftentimes they're in squash matches, so they don't really get to show what they can do.
That is a great point.
Unless you follow like Idris Abraham on Wrestle Pro, the same with Bakara and Ba, who are champions.
Yeah. I mean that is true. This is you would see a lot more from the character, and just like from the wrestler, and just like you say, you can, like Mario Baccara, you don't really see him that much, and when we just see him when he loses and whatnot, we doesn't see like backstage or anything else. So great point.
Then Dutt, Sydow, and Williams are in Cornette's office. They argue, and Cornette just leaves.
He's like, I'm done.
I don't want any of this. Then your favorite. Your girl.
Your girl. What? Oh yeah, Rosemary.
No. Laurel Van Ness.
Oh yeah,
comes riding around on a scooter.
Oh yeah, she's like in the Impact Zone, kind of, and she goes around with a scooter, in like the audience.
Makes up with some dude.
I makes up with this like guy. It was like
you're
twice
better.
his
You're better
size.
than him.
I mean, twice his age.
Yeah. You're better than him.
Yeah,
you should have gone.
I should have gone there and like, yo, come here. But yeah, it was a bit weird. I think she's out of the dress, so I guess that's a good step. Good thing. Yeah. But she's like looking for a guy.
Yeah.
From what it seems like.
Yeah. Should we tell her that she's available?
Send an email.
Yo. We will see where we go with this. I don't know. Moose is at American Top Team. I don't know what his point was. He was going to go in there and fight Bobby, but what happens?
He goes in, sees Bobby in the ring, goes in, interrupts everything, doesn't even get a chance to touch Bobby before like 10 other dudes come and he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he gets punched in the face by King Mo.
Yeah. And so pretty much, Moose didn't do shit.
And he gets thrown up.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think this is all going. I mean, and the rumors I've heard from Bound for Glory is that we're going to see a Bobby Lashley Moose match, like in a double. So it'll be Bobby Lashley, King Mo versus Moose and somebody else. So I think we're going to see a development here where Moose comes in contact with somebody else that's going to help him in the ring.
That would be a really good match.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then we have our main event: AAA versus Impact. Tejano and Phantasma versus EC3 and James Storm. Obviously, a little bit dissension between EC3 and James Storm. They're not really getting along. They don't tag each other in the beginning.
But they have so much anger against AAA, so they can actually work together.
Yeah.
I think these teams have a hard time understanding it's a 1v1 in the ring.
You think so?
Because these guys interrupt every
especially Tejano and Phantasma. Those are the ones you're talking about, right? But they're Mexicans. They don't understand the language so well.
So yeah, it was a lot of like people coming in when they were not.
But I like that. I like the kind of stuff because they were doing that in the trios match too before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a lot of fast paced action and stuff like that, and I like it. Pagano comes out to help.
Pagano comes out and like distracts the referee and like stands outside the ring. But yeah, I mean he never jumped into the ring because he wasn't.
No, he just hung out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but this was a good match. It was a long match and it was a good match. A lot of action, like back and forth, a lot of heat on both James Storm and EC3. They fought back, and in the end, they got bitched out because somebody held. I can't remember who it was. If it was Phantasma that pinned,
it was
Storm,
Phantasma.
And they were holding on to Storm's legs.
They were like on the rope on the line, and then it was. Storm has so much strength, and he couldn't like do anything
because Tejano was holding his legs, or somebody.
I think it was a bad ending for this.
Yeah, well, it was, but I mean, it furthers the conflict, and I don't know where we're going to go here. Hopefully, they can bring in some other people that could be with. I would like to see Pagano in a one-on-one match with somebody because right now it just feels like they're talking about like he's such a bruiser and he's hardcore and but you haven't seen him.
Yeah. Show us something.
Yeah, be a little hardcore, bro. So that's not really the end because we end with LAX in the clubhouse. Conan has an idea.
Yeah, was it street fight?
Yeah, 51-50 street fight. I'm not really sure what the difference is between a regular street fight and a
51-50 street fight.
But that's set for Bound for Glory, so we'll see OVE, and I'm thinking that's gonna get brutal. That's gonna get brutal.
Yeah, because Conan is pissed. Yeah, he's really pissed because they lost their titles. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be good. So the today, this episode, the Bound for Glory card is really shaping up. So we have a lot of the matches set already, and I think this week, coming for Impact, we're going to see even more matches being set. And maybe what's going to happen with Joseph Park and Grado, definitely what's going to be happening with Moose and Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah.
And then also what is going to be set for the main event, if it's going to be Impact versus Drake or if it's going to be Garza versus Drake. But I'm thinking the big money match is Impact versus Drake.
I would say the same, yeah.
So,
because I think between Garza and Johnny, I think Johnny's going to win that because he has the upper hand. He knows. I mean, they're two different wrestlers, but at the same time, I think
got
Johnny
more abs.
Boom, and then Johnny against Drake, like you said.
Yeah, that's going to be the big deal. Match. Yeah. How would you rate this show?
A solid B.
Solid B.
I'll give it a solid B.
Solid B. Yeah, I can agree with that. A solid B. Good matches. Especially like the main event was really good. Not much else. You're going to continue watching Smash Wrestling coming up because we've been started watching that for fun, just to really get a little bit more. I was thinking I was going to share some more stuff with you, see what you think about that. There's you can watch some Evolve. Sure. You could watch some Chikara if you like a little bit of fun wrestling.
Yeah. It's just why not try it? Why not watch it? Just get a little taste. Who's it gonna hurt? Well, yeah, exactly. No, but I would actually recommend anyone to watch Smash. It's really, really good. It's you got two matches. They're really long, but you get to see a lot from the opponents. So.
Exactly. And a lot of the people that are in Impact are have been wrestling in Smash or been there. They were they had like an advert for Lashley
Oh yeah.
fighting, right? Okay. Well, that's it for this time. Thanks for listening. You can follow us on all social media platforms. It's the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram,
You guys name it.
and the YouTube and the SoundCloud, and maybe you can follow Nick on the Snapchat. I don't know.
On everything.
Do you Snapchat?
No, I really don't. I'm sorry.
You barely Instagram, so
I'm like one of these guys that just disappears.
you just
slowly.
troll the people.
Yeah,
on the
in the
internet.
dark.
You just creep on the internet.
I creep on the internet. Stalk everyone.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that has been the Wrestling Guild this time. My name is Chris Mayer Heltman. With me, I have Nick Anderson Jr.
The Fairplay. Nick Fairplay Jr. Anderson.
Maybe. And we'll talk to you next week.